You're live. Hi, everybody out in YouTube land. What's good today? We got a late start because we had an exciting surprise interview with Dan Barbarisi on the Treasure Warrior channel. And of course, all you guys know that, but I'm just saying this for what? Prosperity? Not what's the word? Never mind. Okay, I'm going to start out this video while people come over and find me. I know they're still on. Dan is done, and I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. Hey, Indy, I put a link to your new hunt. Congratulations. I haven't even watched it yet. I haven't watched your video yet. Confessions. True confessions. But because I know, because you are you, I think it's going to be great. Okay, here's my, oops, I can see that my art looks wonky on the screen. Okay, what else? Hi, let's go for a walk. Hi, let's say hi to everyone in the room. Hi, Huli. Hola. Hi, JK Pioneer. Always good to see you. Yay, Redneck Express. I see a big red X on that podcast. Are you going to be in that podcast? Hey? Hi, Bobby Brass. Uh-oh, deleted. He could have been... Be nice. Don't talk... Okay, rules. If anyone's new to my channel, please don't talk in song lyrics or mention songs or mention music or, you know, any of that. Otherwise, I may rage quit and it might not be good for anybody, right? Oops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hang on. Okay, I need to focus. Focus, Susie, focus. I know Reverence for Wood, here it is. I love that. I found mine, and it's so cute because it's a paperback and it's marked, will this focus? I don't think so. $2.95 is how the price was originally for this little paperback. And this is like, you know, rumor has it, Eric Sloane is so adorable at rumors, that he, or rumor has it that Boy Scouts, when you join the Boy Scout, you got your Boy Scout handbook, and then you got this little, you know, this little book. And let me look at when this book was written. I used to know that off the top of my head, but thank you, Chase and Indy, for refocusing my energy and bringing me back to Eric, because you know what, there has got to be a connection, because that's the only the question I had for Jack Stoof that actually got published on Dale's website was about, was Eric Sloane a part of the solution, a part of this? And he answered it, you know, KG. Okay, this was written, A Reverence for Wood was written in 1965, before I was even born. Okay. And, hike. The king has entered the room. The king. Hi, Chris Merchant. Do you ever look at Deep Canyon painting? Do you mean Eric Sloane's has a painting named Deep Canyon? Is that what you mean, Chris? Let's go for a walk. That's such a wonderful name. Who else is in here? Oh, Goodell kind of. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Goodell kind. Uh, thank you, sweet, sweet Goodell. He sent me $24 before my stream even started, just to my PayPal account, and told me to go get some beers, and that's probably what exactly I will do with it. Or you know what? It's either going to go in some sort of garden capacity, something for my yard, or it will be beer. Um, my sister took me grocery shopping today already. Her and I went grocery shopping today, and so I'm all good on all my favorite food. And but I went to gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't quite a yard sale, and it wasn't quite I don't. Okay, here's the scoop. It's called the junk truck, and these people just go, or I don't know the story, but they just go and pick up junk that nobody wants, that nobody, whatever. And they set up this huge yard sale of discarded furniture. You name it. And my sister bought for me two more window box planters that still need they're just the window box part. And they were only $3 each, because I think everything there was trash that these people all saved, and are having this huge sale. So how interesting. There was some wonderful furniture there. Really wonderful. Um, old chairs. I love that. Old wood. I'm a sucker. I have a reverence for wood. And that didn't come with Eric. That came long before Eric. Um, Hi, Lucky Digger. Oops, I see that I pushed my, you can't see I did a doodle on my whiteboard of the cartoon that I drew for Forrest and then emailed it to him. I have the original. But I thought it would be cute just to recreate my... Here's Bip. Here's Eric, and here's Forrest, and here's Bip. Oh, here. Thank you, Goodell Khan. Thank you for your constant support and it's just, it makes me feel not alone. It makes me feel awesome. And I appreciate that. Okay, and you know what else made me feel awesome? I got a piece of mail today. Look at, I got a postcard from Yellowstone, you guys. Let me see if I can focus on this. And actually getting this inspired me to do this. It's like, you know what? I know how to draw. I can make things. I could make a really cute Yellowstone postcard that was relevant to Forrest Fenn, you know? But it's from Luli. Luli Bell, are you in here? Okay, it says, "Hi, Susie. Got this card at the train museum. Love that place. How I long for olden days. Train rides to Wonderland. Greetings from Yellowstone. Regards, Luli Bell." And she wrote it May 19th, postmarked May 20th, 2022. And that's adorable. She's got a love sticker on it. You guys, it was so fun finding this postcard. Anyone want to send me a postcard? There's my address. It was so good. Thank you, Luli. Thank you for being so sweet. And her function in the junction is coming up quick, you guys. So lucky you if you get to actually attend. Um, Hi, okay, Larry. Hi, Gallatin Ghost. Um, you know what? It is the most perfect summer or spring, whatever we're in, night here in Minnesota where I am. It is like 70 degrees, 65, no wind, um, and no bugs, no, not, it's just like this perfect night outside. Um, oh, I could have did another fireside chat, but you know, no, I couldn't because my, everyone in my whole all my neighbors are out, are out in their yards. It's so peoply outside right now. It's like, oh my God, retreat to my cave. Too many people. Okay. Now everyone's here. I'm not even sure how long I've been on. Um, let's talk about let's talk about Eric Sloane. Thank you, Candy, for that. For because there's too many Eric Sloane connections to not have this connected to Eric Sloane. So what is it? Okay, so we got it. It's in Wyoming. It's in Yellowstone. What is it about 80? And INFJ, is INFJ in here? INFJ sent me this beautiful Eric Sloane book. It's so good. And oh, you know what? I'm such a wonderful person purchased this for me. It was like $75. And you know what is horrible? I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. Yeah, well, you know what? This came at a really rough time in my life. Okay, it's dated. Here, I signed it and dated it. Susie, August 2019. August 2019 was rough for me. But what did inspire it is, see this picture? This is the inside of, and then, oops. And then here's this. This is mine. Oop, the light's not catching it right. That's the one I painted. This is the one that inspired it. And if it weren't for that person, why didn't I write in my book who this was from? Instead I just wrote, oh, Susie Fennhaven. I mean, come on. Okay, like I said, I have to forgive myself. It was a difficult time. Oof. Okay, now I'm having traumatic, and now I need to breathe and think up things. Nothing, it seems to me, is as sad as a lost thought. And this is page 7. Of $17 a square inch. Eric Sloane was the best thing that ever happened to Fenn Galleries in Santa Fe. But he had some quirks. He was happy with the two-thirds cut he received on each of his paintings we sold, but didn't like to price them because it embarrassed him. He said I was like his manager, so I should be the one to do those things. Little did I imagine at the time what a problem that would cause later on. And that's, look at this. I feel it's like okay to already show this because he's showing this on, this has been on Dale's website. Look at this. Eric Sloane drawing a face on that building. Oh, see. You know, it's the charming doodles. Like I need to practice my Eric Sloane technique a little more. I think I could totally nail it, you guys. What do you think? It's only because his doodles are only a suggestion. Like, look at this one. But you get it. You know? Okay, I'm going to look up and see. Eric is key, says Gallatin goes, promise. He has to be. I mean, when you look at, okay, I'm going to grab my TTOTC is right here. And, you know, $17. Okay, here I'm on the back flap of TTOTC, which, by the way, is a completely brown book. There's nothing that's not brown. But he wrote $17 a square inch. And then this book, and then Too Far to Walk. So the book he wrote immediately before The Thrill of the Chase was $17 a square inch. Now I'm going to open my book and oh, he never dated anything. You know what? He didn't date this. Look at the address. F. Fenn at Earthlink. First printing. All rights reserved. Uh-oh. I could be in trouble. I shouldn't show. I won't show too much, but we can do this as a form of education, right? And then it's okay to show stuff and talk about other people's work if it's in an educational form. And let's call this educational. Hey, hooray! Yeah. And if I show this, what's wrong with that? Because I painted it myself. So it's my own now. It's my own interpretation. Okay, you guys, I have a glass of wine with some peach slices, and I'm gonna hang on. Unmute. Am I back? Let me look. Yes. Okay. I cracked open a beer. It's this. First, I had other good friends, but was very you know why it was very influential? Not only because Eric Sloane was charming AF, like for real. His books are charming and full of knowledge, and like I think he had a presence about his real life. And Forrest too. These two guys have charmed me to no end, obviously, because here I am talking about those two old men. And I've never met either of them. Forrest knew who I was just because I had a big mouth, but I never got to meet him and acknowledge that relationship at all. You know, it was just a relationship by afar, right? Um, but Eric also contributed greatly to the success of his gallery, Forrest, the Fenn Gallery. They both made money, um, like a lot at the gallery. So it's not only was he his friend, he provided income. He was his mentor. He taught him all these things. And look, even trickled down to his grandson, Shiloh Old, who has now Old Wood. Old Wood is like his company or something, you know? And so a reverence for wood had made it several, you know, I think he shared with his family how much Eric meant, you know? Huli isn't even here. Are we worried about Huli, or is she just because is Ben still alive, you guys? I'm guessing so because there's only 31 watching, and he's got Jeremy Purnell and Ashley and Packer Jack. Eric should be synonymous, thank you, with wood. I'm here, Huli says. Oh, hi, Huli. Just wondering if Ben was still on. I didn't want to step on toes, but I know that there's some people that. Oh, let's go for a walk says yes. That just are like, oh my God, Susie, you come on at 9 o'clock Central Time on Fridays, and that's how it is. And so I know people. That's what I would do if I weren't me. I would be counting on me to provide entertainment for Friday night. Let's hear it. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's what I thought too. They had a great show, and it will be worth watching the end of his show when I'm done with this one. Friday night is Fennhaven. Yeah, Dan is pretty cool. Yeah. Hi, INFJ. I was just bragging about you a little bit ago and how much I love this book. Love, love, love. Okay, let's see something out of 80. Do you guys want to hear the here's as soon as I open it up, look at the inscription on my book 80. July 22nd, 1992. Sloane Stanley Museum, Kent, Connecticut. And that's, I believe, where Eric place of burial. Yes, the Eric Sloane Museum, Kent, Connecticut. I pulled up his let's do this. This is Wiki. What happened? Okay. You know what? It doesn't. It said his education was, oops, Yale and something else. Whoops. But you know what else he did? He went to, I'm going to see if it says it here. He went to MIT, the MIT for meteorology. Yep, he was still married to his wife, Mimi. And then here it says Sloane was married 7 times. Well, there's contrary information. Look at all these books. And you know what he did? Look at this. A scrapbook collection of gremlins. Oh my God, this is so good. And what he did in a lot of his books is took information he had already written, already been a part of his whatever, and he rewrote the same stories over and over and then just twisted them, or just reworked the same stories that he already shared a lot. Okay, I'm still going through his. Dead air, Susie. Yep. Born in 1905 and died in 1985. Does it even mention, you know what? Does it even mention Forrest Fenn? Even though, like, how important Eric Sloane was to Forrest Fenn, I wonder how important Forrest Fenn was to Eric Sloane. He died from a heart attack while walking down the street to a luncheon held in his honor. A young woman who was a passerby saw Sloane go into cardiac arrest as he held onto a parking meter before collapsing to the sidewalk. She telephoned for help from a nearby telephone booth. The luncheon celebration held in his honor marked the publication of his memoir, published at age 80, An American Souvenir. And so which brings us back to here, should we put this back? Got all I love my postcard, Luli. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and go back to my YouTube channel so I can see the chat. And what do you guys, okay, I don't have the right software to put up like a poll or something about what do you guys think the connection between Forrest Fenn or The Thrill of the Chase and Eric Sloane. What is it? What to you do you think how we can interpret what we've been given about, on page 6 of The Thrill of the Chase? It's Eric Sloane. It's here's a part of my life. It starts out with a forward. Here's a brief synopsis of my life. Here's my that little song lyrics that he changed about 4 cards and a joker. And then the next page is introduced Eric Sloane and his 80 in his book 80 and all about his life. So it has to be prevalent in the solution to me, although Jack would not confirm that. He did not confirm or deny my suspicions. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. I'll be right back. Thank you, Stuck in Chaselandia. I appreciate your opinion. Zero connection to this solution. Second biggest dead end in the chase behind the two omegas. Well, does it matter that the two omegas are in $17 a square inch? What page number is this? Page 111. And this is in $17 a square inch. And and finally, this quadruplet for my friend. And there it ends with the double omega. And this book was written years before The Thrill of the Chase, where the double omegas were added. And then how else do you also explain the absence of the double omega in Once Upon a While? Oops, hang on, I'm grabbing. Hang on, everyone. Once Upon a While has the oops, where is the no omegas, and then the revised version has one omega. It has to mean something, right? Wow. Or is it just a nothing burger rabbit hole? Or is it just a nod to Eric Sloane? Just like, let's be cheeky and drive these people crazy with our, you know, forest. Okay, there we go. That's a better view. Okay. I mean, Eric was barely even mentioned in TTOTC. Well, that's a matter of interpretation because right there in the very first 2 pages were a lot. Paragraph, 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 paragraph. And like my friend Eric Sloane, it kicks off the book, page 15, with the asterisk. The asterisk page kicks off, and like my friend Eric Sloane. And another one, Chaselandia, that I would like to argue that is important, like unbelievably important reference to Eric Sloane, is immediately before the poem. And I'm talking on page 131 when the poem is on page 132. And also, it's in the same paragraph. And like Eric Sloane, at age almost 80, I figured it was time to act. So I wrote a poem. It's the same paragraph. It's one line before the poem starts. So tell me that Eric Sloane is not a part of this poem. You know, it just seems very connected. And is it that Forrest and him started writing a book together, and the ending of the book is the chase? What's happening right now? What is going on? And is that what Douglas Preston is writing? I don't. Okay, everybody, I was about to say I don't know, and that's my catchphrase. Everybody drink. Cheers. Shot, 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 shot. I'll get in trouble for saying this, but the ones who think that Sloane has something to do with the solution are mostly women. You nailed it. I'm smitten with the old man, and He passed away in 1985 for hell. Oh my God. See? Forrest introduced us to his charm. I'll admit it. Fine. ES says Sloane was part of it for sure. I know. I can't wait to find out what the. And also the other connection, I might add, is the dragon bracelet in the chest. So if he purchased that from Eric Sloane, that had to be before 1985. So and so did he purchase it with the intention of like giving it to Peggy? Or did he purchase it with the intention of putting it in a treasure chest? So it's almost like this little nod to Eric knew about this treasure hunt or treasure chest before he passed. Like they've been planning this since the 80s, you know? And when Forrest said in 1988 when he got cancer, and that's when he dreamt this up because of Ralph Lauren, I think a big part of the influence was actually Eric Sloane, and it just kind of all accumulated into this thing. But what did he bought that dragon bracelet, and then what, gave it to Peggy, and then said in 2009 said, honey, you don't like this anymore, do ya? I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the treasure chest. I'll buy you something else. Whatever you want, honey. How did that work? So, a part of Eric Sloane was in that chest. A part of Eric Sloane is in the foreword of his book. A part of Eric Sloane is in the same paragraph as the poem. So, I mean, I am totally biased. You are correct, though. I have confirmation bias when it comes to Eric Sloane. Okay, so that's the thing. What are the connections between Eric Sloane and Yellowstone? So, good question. There are, it could be something like, you can't make a coincidence a fact. Like Eric Sloane existed, and it was important in Forrest's life before the Chester had this whole idea, right? So okay, so reverence for wood. What about the page 147 or 146, which is this, and the wood chopped down, and like the. That's a great. Where can we find Eric Sloane in the poem? So almost 80 means, if you're almost 80, that means you're 79. And so is that, or 80? He says 80 so many times in this book. So is it the number that's relevant? Is it the number? Is it, okay, so where in this poem can we see 80 or Eric? And what about Homa Brown? Okay, brown is a neglected color. This whole book is brown. Excuse me, this whole book, including all the print, all the type. And in both $17 a square inch and 80 is that how brown is a neglected color. I'm looking for that actual painting. Because Eric Sloane wrote that about the color brown. He wrote about the color brown in way before, in 1980s. He wrote about the color brown, and that's something Forrest, swiped and put a nod to. I'm looking for it. It should be open right to it. Oops. These are also great. Oh, this one sent me on a wild tangent. It's the end of a rainbow. It's a Taos rainbow. And he talks about a pot of gold. This one's called Rabbit Hunt. And that's also Taos in the Pueblo in the outskirts. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble. Who would get mad at me for showing these? Really, I don't know. Is it am I breaking the law? Here we go. Here's Brown Autumn, a painting by Eric Sloane. Brown is a neglected color. The dictionary says it is any of a group of colors between red and yellow. Go into any art store and try to find a tube of brown paint, you'll find sienna, Van Dyke, madder, umber, and ochre, but never just plain dark or light brown. It is the color of autumn, and I like it. So I thought I'd give brown a special distinction and do a painting in shades of brown. Of course, I used tubes of sienna, Van Dyke, madder, umber, and ochre. Oh, bravo, Mr. Sloane. I know, it just seems so... I hope we get to know. That's all. I really, oops, hang on. Okay. Oops, excuse me, everybody. I'm back. I really hope we do get to know, and that's not just a... Sorry, my 13-year-old is hanging out. Who's that? Huli? Oh, you have a 13-year-old? I will keep it PG. Yeah, national park. And what about the wood sign and the um? I just got distracted by, I think, a bug flew. Did you guys see the bug fly? Oh, okay. Let me know if I'm getting attacked by a bug, you guys. Oh. No, just the 13-year-old side of mine. Huh? Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh, I think I might have autism, you guys. Or I don't know. I think that's a trait where you have to be... I need direct and clear and precise instructions, or I'm going to interpret them to who knows. Good night, King. Good to see ya. I know this is boring. I can't think of anything else to say. I mean, it's nothing that I haven't said already or showed already or babbled about. Um, but what I should come up with is I need to dive deeper into the thrill of the chase and figure out how, or look at the map of Yellowstone and figure out, I don't know, 80 needs to seem that the number, well, the number was important before the chase, so you can't use that. Um, it would be good to go through a thought process brainstorming thing where there are no wrong answers and just start writing down connections, you know? Um, Hi Alan K. How you doing? What do you think of Packer Jack's theory that the blaze being a tree struck by lightning? Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about that? Okay, well, we all know, well, I call it the map chapter, is the looking for Lewis and Clark. But it does have me and lightning. You know, I mean, I can open right and the arrow pointing down. But what does that mean? A lightning tree, uh, you know what else I like about that? Because what is missing in this stamp? It's September, but it's missing, or does it say September? Is this just, it's missing the ember part. The map chapter, the blaze. I have written all over this, my book. Why my horse was named Lightning was something I never figured out because he hardly had the power to get out of his own way. And we know that that line about why my horse was named Lightning, that was added to the story that was pre-published in what is it? Rumbling and Rambling, Rumbling. Bozeman Chronicle, I don't know. But it was added. Started up Red Canyon. You know, talking about a canyon up. And so a canyon down. Um, God, this one really seems like a map chapter. The map chapter. The Gallatin National Forest. Which is not in Wyoming, right? Gallatin Ghost? Is there a part of... Yep. And this is the page where I found that, the 7.5, the map, size. Let me look at the chat. I have relocated before Officer Thompson shows up again and informs me their open space park closes in 1 hour before dark. I've learned my lesson from him already. Take a look at that one book that Forrest promoted. What happened? The one book he promoted was $17 a square inch. Hi A Whisperer. Hi Skankopotamus. What's the main reason no one can solve the poem? Well, let me think about that. What do you think? You tell me. Hey, huh? Gonna blow some rain your way. Okay, Huli. Today when we were driving, ooh, it's exciting because you can see all the cornfields just are starting to poke up. All of a sudden, you can see the stripes in the fields again. It's like, oh, here goes, hooray! We made it. Yep. Yes, adventure awaits. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go for. I have about that much beer left. Do you think of Forrest Fenn not having chosen his final there, and Sloane's writing about seek no further tree being a fire? Oh, that was for sure. That was. I love that seek no further tree. I made a drawing of it somewhere. Am I gonna get in trouble for showing? I should have shown my drawing of this instead. Seek no further is an apple tree. So, would I be surprised if there were an apple tree or some sort of tree that was out of place that was planted? I mean, apple tree makes a lot of sense, but I don't know if apple trees can grow at 5,000 feet. Or, I don't know the rules behind apple trees. But having a reverence for what, for sure a tree is involved. And then, oh, here's this one too. In reverence for wood, the king's broad arrow. Check it. It's a mark on a tree. And it's a mark saying, it was a timber that was claimed for the crown. Okay, let's see what it says. But these wonders are not what I can write about these times, said Austen. England is badly in need of timber because of the waste of its resources. We must implant the value of growing trees and inspire the farmer in a godly way so that he will plant and know the benefits of propagating timber trees and orchards. Oh, they needed them for the ship's masts. There were special ships for carrying mast material for the British Navy. They were barge-like and had long, uninterrupted floors that could hold hundreds of foot lengths. The masts were slid through a door in the stern, and the largest mast ship could hold 50 masts. Pine trees were more than 2 feet in diameter, 3 feet from the ground, were reserved for masts for the Royal Navy, and the broad arrow mark was placed on tree trunks by the royal tree viewers, making them as British property. Hence where that. Wow. Thank you, Eric, for sharing that. In 1665, Harvard College graduated an American Indian named Ches Ha-ti Umuk. Sorry to butcher that. Oh, this book is so good. Here's the seek no further tree too, where he imagines, because there's still like shoots coming out of the ground. So charming. And here's another, okay, where was I seeing this? Here's how, sometimes pegs were pegged. He's talking about making pegs in the wood, offset pins. And that brought me to Peggy Jean in the TTOTC, because Eric Sloane's real name was Edvard Jean. How do you say Jean in another language? Heinrich. I'm so sorry. Oh my stars. Okay, I'm gonna see. Hang on. But Peggy Jean. So it's like, oh. Ode to Peggy Jean. I connected that. Oh. Yeah. I went far into the Eric Sloane thing. Edvard Jean Heinrichs. Or Heinrich. Jean was his middle name, as was Peggy's. Isn't that a coincidence, and a charming coincidence as well? Both his best friend and his wife had the same middle name. Okay. Going back. Susie, I second Gigi on reading the scrapbook 245. Good stuff. Lucky, unless it's geography based. Skeleton Coast 245. Always, Forrest always liked to be exact. Which one's 245? What does that pertain? Is that the one with the telephone and his birthday? Um uh Okay, great, Redneck. I always had my eyes peeled for any out of place trees in my search area, especially apple, but never saw anything that stood out. Uh-huh. Uh, I'm on topic, yo. Indeed. Okay, you guys, it's already 10:20, and I think I've been on a long enough already, because I'm not really sharing anything, and I want to go back and watch the rest of Ben's show, and see what he had to say. But I love this. Anytime somebody wants to poke at the Eric Sloane connection, I'm in. I'm just it's just so seems so good. Dang it. Gallatin said. Okay. 10:20 means it's 4:20 somewhere. Adam Foddy, is it 4:20 where you are? How are you doing? Sound asleep. Go live, Gigi. Ooh, that would be great. Who's next? Come on. Tag team. Cut. Tag team. Yeah, Huli, or I mean, Gigi, go live and do the scrapbook 245. Hey. That would be great. I'll join in. It is 4:20 where Fadi is. do some heavies on brown drake. Is that a color or a bird or a drake is a duck, isn't it? There's a movie that gives you answers to Eric Sloane. Really, Marilyn? Nice to see you. Uh, what's that? Do it, Stuck in Chaselandia. No, you don't have to yell. You won't. I promise. Are you do it? Stuck. You No, Adam Body is definitely not a stoner. I don't think he's ever done it in his life. In fact, he's told us he's never done it. He was going to come to Vegas and do it once with Davio, and he never did. No, that's so funny. Oh, no, he's uncorrupt. Oh, he does like to have a beverage. Okay, there's nothing to talk about. That's the point. We can come up with something. There's everything to talk about. What about your friend's response video? Yeah, let's go there. Let's stir the pot. Okay, I'm going to click buttons, you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me on another Fennhaven Friday. Thank you to Gedelcon, um, who sent me beer money for this weekend. Woo! Thank you, dear. And I'll see. Hey, guess what? Both Saturday and Sunday evenings, this tomorrow and next day, um, there is a possibility that I'm going to go live again because my sister has to work an odd shift. She has to pull a night shift, and um, I just might need my peeps. Hey, if nobody else is live, yeah. So if you're listening and have not subscribed to my channel, I don't care as much as I don't care how many subscribers I have. But if you do subscribe, then at least you'll get a notification if I go live on a whim, which is quite possible. And so, yeah, I hope you all have uh, a great night, and I will see you all again soon. And I'm clicking buttons. Clicking buttons. Okay.